Hey guys, welcome back to the Preserves Podcast. Today we're going to be doing um, a drum carousel or a drum uh, lazy Susan, if you will. I am doing a voiceover. The audio quality was horrible in uh, the original video, so what we're going to be doing today is basically this is a wire rack that was on this. It was like a little spice holder or whatever, and so I took the wire rack off and we'll set that aside. And then it's got the original 4 screws that held it in, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to mock this up right here and use the original 4 screw holes to attach it to this round that we got at Home Depot. You could get these rounds at Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever your local hardware store is. You can get them at a craft store or whatever. This is the felt that I'm going to cover it with so we don't scratch up our drums. And basically we'll just cover it and staple it. And then so yeah, I'm just putting this and getting it out of the way right now. And we're gonna get to building this. Basically, what we're gonna flip it over, measure it, make sure it's on there pretty good, and then we'll attach the screws. Well, we'll drill little holes. What you'll need in this so this drum right here is a Griffin. I purchased this off of eBay a long time ago, and it's a pretty cheap drum. Eventually, what we'll do is we'll do a giveaway on this channel, and we'll give this to a subscriber. It's basically what I'm saying right now, and then I'll show you what we're gonna get done on this drum too eventually. So basically I'm just explaining right now that we're going to be covering it so it doesn't mark up the rim of the drums when you're doing it, and once that's all done, it makes it a lot easier. So I'm just showing you it's a Griffin. I'm showing you all the parts that we're going to replace on it, which is the strainer, the throw off. We'll lube it up. We'll probably keep the same heads on it to give it away, because I replaced the heads on it and I still didn't like the sound of it. So I never play this drum, but we'll be giving it away. We're going to replace the throw off and all that stuff on it before we do that, and lube up all the lugs with some lithium grease and whatnot. Now what I'm saying here is I already purchased one of these, and there was a mix-up in shipping, and they sent me 2, so I already have this one on my board, and they sent another one. And so what I'm going to be doing is, if I get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to give this wah volume pedal. It's a multi-function wah pedal, so it does a couple of things. And I'll review this pedal here in a little bit, but sooner or later I'll review it. But what I'm trying to do is get to 500 subscribers, and then when we get to 500 subscribers, we'll give this away. And what we'll do is we'll do like a little contest in the comments, and we'll give this away to a subscriber. But I need your guys' help to get me to 500 subscribers. So once I get there, we'll do the video, we'll do the contest in the comments, and we'll give this pedal away. to one lucky subscriber. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to get to doing this. Flip it over. This is the side that I want to do it because it's got the blemish on the bottom. It doesn't really matter, but we're going to be covering it anyway with felt. So basically what we're doing here is we're going to measure it up to get it center, and then we're going to staple it, and then we're going to screw it in with some regular 1¼ inch screws. Right now we're going to get a small drill bit out here to pre-drill the holes. So that way we don't split the board underneath. We need these holes pre-drilled. Perfect. Got a perfect size drill bit the first time. We're going to put this into our screw gun here. And it's taken me way longer than it should have. Alright, there we go. We got it. Turn the drill to screw or drill. Set those aside. And we're going to measure how big this round is, because they tell you how big it is at the thing, but they're always wrong. This one said it was 8 or 17¼ inch or something like that, but I think it works out to be 17¾ or something like that. I think they called it an 18-inch round, but it's totally not. So then what? Just showing you that spins round like a record. Right round, some would say. I'm just showing you how much easier it will be with instead of moving back and forth to take the lugs off the drum, you could just spin this to where your hands are comfortable doing it. So, and yeah, it comes out to 17¾ I think it actually came out to 17 7/8 both directions. And then we're gonna measure this, see how big it is. Comes out to be about 9 1/8 inch. So, and then we're just gonna plop it down. I actually get it pretty dang close. When I plop it down, I almost get it completely centered the first time. So we're a little bit off at the end because I think the screw hole moved a little bit when I was doing the pilot holes. But all in all, it worked out. So now we're just putting this on here. We're just measuring it, and it comes out to be about 4½ all the way around. That's what I'm trying to get it at. This one's just a tad off. Move it just a bit. There. And there we go. Ready to drill the pilot holes. Just drill the pilot holes in here. Now we're not going all the way through the other board. We're just marking it so we can drill them a little bit better so we don't split the wood. It moved a little bit here. I'm centering it. Making sure I'm back on track. And we're good. I'll finish up the last 2 holes. And she's good. Clear up all the sawdust. Set that aside. Then we're gonna change out this drill bit to a little bit smaller of a drill bit. We don't want these holes bigger than the screw. Basically what we were doing was marking we were drilling a bigger hole through the Lazy Susan, so because that wood is real brittle, and so we just want the screw basically to pass through that one and then attach itself to the other one. So we'll fix this drill bit in there. And we'll drill our holes about a 1/4 inch deep. Just enough so it allows the screw to pass through it. Well, not pass through it, but just enough so the screw can go through it and catch. We just want these as pilot holes. We don't want them bigger than the screw. Now we switch camera angles here. We're going to adjust the camera a little bit so you can see what we're doing from the other side. So we're going to need this staple gun to staple down the felt to the back side. And here we're just going to kind of lay the felt over and get a rough size, and then we're going to cut it off. And get pretty close to the edge so that way we don't use too much of the felt. Just want it so it'll wrap. And here we're cutting it off with a super sharp razor knife. We got it to where we want it. Now we're going to remove the board and we're going to cut this square so we're not using too much. Get out a little level that has a straight edge, and then we're just going to work it straight over. So we're cutting a straight line. So while I'm doing this, cutting this out, I do a couple of other things on the side, like in the winter time during or fall time during hunting season. I process wild game, and I do that for friends and family. And basically, I only charge for supplies uh, and time. So, and I only do this for friends and family. Um, most of the wild game processing uh, shops around here, they most of them just take in so many animals, and you don't get your own animal back. So um, let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see a video on that this next coming up fall. Also, I have a Chevy Silverado 1500 that I've got some stuck valves on, or not valves, but lifters, and I'm gonna have to do some work on that. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see a video on either of those two things. If you do, I'll post a couple of videos on those. This summer I'm gonna be doing the truck. I'm not gonna do that when it's as cold it is outside right now. Anyway, right here I'm getting to the point of where I'm just stapling down each side so I can get a good stretch on it. So I got a nice taut felt on the top. So I'm going to pull this as hard as I can and fold it over. Put a little staple here. And then we'll do one more staple on the other side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start pulling and stretching all the way around this thing, putting staples all the way around. And right here, I kind of messed up at the end. I take this staple out, and instead of having that staple there, I pull it a little bit tauter so it's a little bit cleaner on the bottom, because that's a pretty big fold right there. But we're just going to work our way around. I'm going to cut some of this extra felt off right here. If I would have just done it the way that I continue to do it after this cut here, then we would have been fine, and I would have just been able to cut around the staples at the end. Live and learn, live and learn. You know what I'm saying? So, I actually seen this. I'm not sure if he got the same Lazy Susan, but R. David R., his channel, I seen him do this on his channel. If you haven't checked out R. David R.'s channel, he's a drummer, and he does lots of like weird fixes on drum kits, and makes accessories or whatever to his drum kit and stuff like that, and tries out a bunch of different weird cymbals and stuff like that. So you guys should go and check out his channel if you haven't already gone and checked it out. It's R. David R. on YouTube. So go ahead and go and check his channel out. So basically, we're just going around this thing now and laying down staples, stretching, and this takes a few minutes, but it doesn't take that long. And we'll go around and we'll do these staples, and we'll cut little bits of the felt off as we go. We're stretching it, I think in a second here I switch the camera view so it's a little bit better of a view. That's my dog in the background barking at the mailman. Let me go ahead and shut this door. All right. Door shut. Now, if you guys didn't notice, my dog usually lays in here when I'm doing stuff, but he got bored today. You've probably seen him in the background laying on the ground in my old green carpet that I have in the preserves here. I was going to replace this room with a hardwood floor like I did the rest of the house, but I didn't want the whole house to be the same color of hardwood, so I didn't do it. But I still have tons of hardwood flooring because that was the original intention, was to do the whole house in the same hardwood flooring, and I decided against it because I didn't want this room to look the exact same as the rest of the house. So, oh, and if you guys don't know, the reason why we call this the preserves is basically jam room, you know. So we what happened is one day me and my best friend Brett, we were walking down in here, and we were coming down into here to the jam room to jam, and he goes, "Welcome to the preserves," and it just stuck. So that's why this room is called the Preserves, and that's why I named my channel the Preserves, because basically I do everything YouTube related and music related down in here. So we just call this room the Preserves. So now you know why the channel is called the Preserves. And you know, eventually I'll do some maybe some drum videos or something like that. If you guys like to see that, leave a comment down in the comment section if you want to see some drum videos or whatever. I'm real nervous when I'm on camera, when I'm doing like music related stuff, because I just don't think that I'm that great. But that's why the last video I did, I just kind of blacked out the room and did it so you couldn't really see. But I mean, that was a long time ago, and it's in my thing. I think I called it Air Supply, the one you love, but drum cover, just to throw people off. But yeah, it was just one of the songs that we wrote in the infancy of our jamming. Anyway, I'm almost done stapling here. I just got a few more staples to do, and then I go around and cut stuff off and redo that one staple that I did with that big fold at the beginning. I thought I would have changed the view already, but maybe I do it here in a minute. I'm going to go and pull this first staple out, like I said. And then we'll just restaple this down. And we're all done with the stapling. We're going to cut the excess material off now. Make it look a little bit cleaner. Now switch the view. There we go. Yeah, anybody can make one of these. It's pretty straightforward. Like I said, you can get that Lazy Susan off Amazon. You can get the felt off Amazon, and then you just basically stretch it and staple it. I'm just adding a couple more staples here, and then I'm going to clean that edge up. I got a little bit of sawdust on it. And that's pretty much what she'll look like. It's pretty good, stretched pretty nice and tight. Now we're going to take our Lazy Susan, we're going to match her up, make sure the hole's good, and then we're going to put all the screws through the Lazy Susan first. If I can get the box open. There we go. Just need 4 screws here. We're going to put these right through the Lazy Susan first. Make sure they're poking out a little bit so we can line up the holes. Just want them poking through just enough so we can line up those holes, and then we'll line up the holes and we'll get it affixed to the there we go. We'll look underneath it, get those first 2 holes lined up. Perfect. Set it down. And it popped into all the holes. Perfect. Just go around and screw them just a little bit in. We're not going all the way down yet. We're just making sure they're all lined up. Now we'll fasten them all the way down. I kind of messed it a little bit when I was lining up those holes. One of the holes was a little bit out of alignment, so it makes it spin a little bit weird. You can't tell right here, but when I put the drum on it, you can tell. And like I said, we're going to fix this drum up here, and then we're going to give it away to a lucky subscriber. That'll be after the 500 subscribed giveaway. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you like this video, click the like button, smash that bell icon. Like I said, once a week I'm going to try and upload a new video. Right here I'm just going through and showing you. You can keep your hands on the same spot now. And go around and loosen all the lugs on the... See, you could tell it's just a tiny bit out of alignment, but it doesn't matter. The drum's also off to one side a little bit, so it's worse than what it looks like. It's not as bad as what it looks like, I should say. So yeah, basically with this drum what we're going to do is we're going to change the throw up, we're going to change the snare wires, we're going to lube up all the lugs with lithium grease and clean the inside, make sure the bearing edges are all nice all the way around. Well, the best that we can. It's really soft wood, so you don't want to sand it too much. Alright, so basically I'm saying peace out, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Peace out.